Hello, guys. I am back again. I am 4AT and I've got some keys for you today. Uh, sorry. Today I decided that I'm gonna play the second track of MFR's new album, by the name of Like Every Day, featuring Jay Something from Mikasa. Guys, I'm a chord progression guy. I will not just decide to do a piano tutorial on someone who plays intervals. So what are intervals? It's basically thirds, when you stack thirds up and then play a bass note on those thirds, like thirds. As you can see, it says thirds, but when you play it like this, it's fifths, but then we usually call them thirds. Yes, I'm not gonna do a chord progression on a producer that makes his music like that. That's boring. Yes, today we're gonna be focusing on MFR Soul featuring Jay Something. The name is Like Every Day. So you know the drill, guys. I am gonna play, and then the second time I'm gonna play slow to accommodate beginners, and then we're gonna break down on how the chord progression was made. Thank you, guys. Okay, now I'm gonna play very slow for the beginners and also for everyone to actually see the chords and actually play them on your keyboard, MIDI, or whatever you are playing on. So let's get right into this. That is it, guys. I'm not gonna go longer than a minute. So now we are in the part of the video where I actually tell you what the chords are, and for beginners or new viewers, I'm gonna tell you what to do to get the chord progressions. As you already know, I've been telling you again and again, guys, if you want to learn how to make these chords, I have the PDF. I wrote it myself. You can hit me on WhatsApp. I'll send you. It's totally free. So now the first chord, let's check what's the name of the original chord in the right hand. You can see there it says D sharp minor. Now, for amapiano, you have to play, mostly it's a rootless voicing. Now, rootless voicing, when it comes to rootless playing, there is no specific system that you use. You can play, music is very universal. You can play it in so many different ways. So now, for as long as you are in key, it doesn't matter. You can play anything on it. You see this note. You see on my right hand I have a D sharp / E flat minor. These three notes, I can play this note, or this note in my bass, or this one. It will never sound out of key. This one I can play in my bass, this one I can play in my bass, this one it will never sound out of key because it's the same notes that I'm playing on my right hand. As you can hear, it's in key, it's in key, it's in key, it's in key. So in terms of the song starts here. And then the second chord, let's look at the right hand chord before the bass. It's still the same, G sharp, A flat minor, 7th chord. It's basically that. There's no rootless voicing. It's a straight 7th chord. And then the last chord, right? Let's see what's the name of the chord on its own. It says F sharp G flat major 7th chord. Now, guys, some of you think that I know these chords because the system that I use teaches me. No. I know how to make up these chords. I know how to read them. I knew how to read them before I got the system. That is why I was able to write a PDF and actually teach you how to make them. So then, like I did on the first chord, as you can see on the bass hand side, we're playing a note that's within the key. For as long as you play a bass note, that is one thing I can teach you about rootless voicing. You have to find the key, right? After finding the key, you can play any bass note for as long as is diatonically. What does that mean? It means that for as long as the note is a key, you can play it however you wish. That is the rule. That is a rule. If I have to set rules on music, that is one rule. You can play any bass note for as long as you are playing it diatonically. So this is the last chord. This is actually an F sharp G flat major 7th chord. See, the one thing that you need to learn is 7th chords. If you can learn how to make 7th chords, but you first have to start with simple triads. If you can master simple triads, then we'll move on to the advanced part of learning 7th chords, and then we move to chord extensions like 9ths, 11ths, and 13ths. But so far, as I've been doing tutorials, I've never seen a house track that includes 11th and 13th. So I will not be teaching. As for the 9th chord, it doesn't actually change the sound of a song or the sound of a chord. It just enhances it. For example, as here I have an F sharp G major, right? I'm going to add a 9, right? There's the 9. This is the 9. You see, you can hear it doesn't change the sound. It just enhances it. It gives it that richness. I can do this with an F major chord also. As you can hear, it's still the same. This is a normal triad, and then this is F major 9th. Now let me not get into theory, but then thank you very much. If you are interested in learning how to do this, hit me on WhatsApp or talk from there. I'm out.